Today I'm going to show you how to make a Christmas pudding. This recipe was given to me by my mother-in-law and was passed to her by her mother. So let's get started. Right, the ingredients you'll want are 4 ounces of currants, 3 ounces each of sultanas and raisins, 2 ounces of chopped glacé cherries, 1 ounce of mixed peel, the grated rind and juice of 1 orange, 1 tablespoon of mixed spice and nutmeg, and a small pinch of salt, 2 ounces of breadcrumbs, 2 ounces of flour, self-raising, 2 ounces of brown sugar, 3 ounces of butter or margarine, your choice, 2 medium eggs, lightly beaten, and 2 tablespoonfuls of milk and brandy. Okay, now we're going to start putting the ingredients in to the bowl. First and foremost the sugar, then we'll add some breadcrumbs, some flour, and the spices and the salt. Right, now we're going to melt down the butter on a low heat, and while we're doing that we'll finish off mixing up the dry ingredients and come back to this later. Right, now all the dry ingredients are mixed up, you can see that, and the butter has now melted nicely, so we'll start putting wet ingredients into the pudding. Butter first, so that we don't curdle the eggs. That's mixed in. We then put in the orange juice. Mix that round a little bit. And finally, the eggs, the milk and the brandy will all go in. Well mixed in. All the ingredients have been well mixed. We now put them into the bowl, which is roughly 5 3/4 by 4 1/2 deep. Tamp it down a little bit. There's a small piece of baking parchment greased in the bottom of the bowl. The bowl itself has been greased. Another piece of baking parchment to cover the top, like so. Push it down nicely. And I prefer using baking foil to go over the top. It's easier to get down nicely. You can press it around the edges first. I use an elastic band to hold it in position. Then bring any larger bits of tin foil up to the top of the basin and fold them over, like so. Now we're going to put the basin into the saucepan, nicely, leave a bit of a gap, and we're going to pour the boiling water on and put it on the stove to simmer off for approximately 4 hours. Hopefully by that time it will be nicely cooked. Pouring the boiling water in, trying not to go over the top of the pudding, and put about 1/3 up the bowl itself. We've got plenty in there. You will need to check this every couple of hours to make sure you've still got enough water in. This will now go onto the hot plate and be simmered off for approximately 4. Right, everything's in the saucepan now, the water's going nicely. I now turn that down to about 3 on mine and leave it for about 4 hours, when we will then be able to take it out. And as I say, always check your water at least halfway through to make sure you've got enough. If not, put some more boiling water in with it. Now I've found that some people like custard, some like cream. Personally, I would much prefer brandy butter. So closer to Christmas I will do a recipe for brandy butter. Right, this pudding now has had approximately 2.5 to 3 hours. Just checking to make sure there's still enough water in there, which there definitely seems to be. So we'll leave it for another hour before we stop, and then we'll leave it to cool right down. Okay, the pudding's been cooked for 4 hours. I've left it overnight. I'm now going to take it out and show you what it looks like. Oh, out of the water. And that's my Christmas pudding. So that's the end as far as it goes.